Twitter is flagging a tweet from President Trump, labeling it disputed, and restricting its sharing after he criticized a Supreme Court decision that allows legal mail-in ballots in Pennsylvania to be counted up to 3 days after Election Day, as the law there states.
That's right. And in last night's tweet, the president makes the baseless claim that the court's decision would, quote, allow rampant and unchecked cheating. Not true. He is also making reference to the ruling inciting violence, and that is what prompted Facebook to place a similar label on the same post on its platform. Brian Stelter is with us, our chief media correspondent, host of Reliable Sources. It's amazing that this is happening, but it is what it is. It is happening, and it's coming from the president, and it's being flagged and taken down by these huge platforms.
Right. One of the subtexts of this entire election is the war on truth, a rhetorical war led by the president, waged by the president. He is trying to twist reality to fit his agenda. And these social media platforms have gradually had to start to take actions against some of this really dangerous, misleading information the president spread. So as you mentioned, Twitter flagging this. Facebook also putting a more moderate, mild label on the president's words about Pennsylvania. Neither site saying he's inciting violence, but both saying that he is counter to the facts about voting. Look, these platforms are going to be under pressure all day long in the coming hours to keep an eye on the president's account, also on the accounts of his allies, as they may spread disinformation about voting. And both platforms, Facebook and Twitter, have said that in the event of a premature victory claim from the president, for example, or from a candidate lower down on the ballot in some state, they will take action. They will label those posts as well. But look, let's keep in mind all this disinformation that rages on social media. It also rages on television. The president's at rallies on live on Fox News, making some of these same claims, and they're not labeled on right-wing TV. So this is a problem bigger than Twitter and Facebook. But these platforms are trying to do something in this misinformation age.
Brian, can I ask, do we know what a difference these labels make to these tweets? Because you'll see when this happens, and you'll see a little notice there, but it's still up. And I know that in this case, they restrict retweeting, which would then, I guess, limit the number of eyeballs that see it. But do we know if it really makes a difference, these labels?
Honestly, I don't think we will know until the next election. These platforms are figuring this out as they go along. They are trying to rebuild the car as it's careening down the road. Researchers will come in later and tell us if this is effective or if it draws more attention to the claims. Right now, it's too early to say.